What's up, Wikimaniacs? Welcome to another Monday Reddit reading episode. How do these go? It's been a while. Hello, hi, I'm Sean. It's your boy Sean. You know the vibes. When it on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
I don't know how to read.
Get therapy.
Got it clean. It's perfect. Hello, Wikimaniacs. It's your boy Sean, joined with my boy Josh, and in person, my boy Chris. Hello.
Yo, how are y'all?
What's going on, Chris?
Same old, same old.
Nice.
Except today,
Except
I'm on y'all's podcast.
Whoa.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Everything's changed.
You're making Sean flustered. He can't even do his intros properly.
Yeah, I
to be
know.
there.
I'm used to Nancy now. We've done the show so many times together. It's been a while since we've had Chris on.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been behind the mic.
Hell yeah.
And one thing I've noticed is each time that Chris is on, we've done it in a different setup.
That is true. Yes.
First setup back, it was Shots and Thoughts style, where we had our table in this room though, but then we each had our own camera.
Oh, yeah.
Second time, same camera on the couch.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember
And
that
now
one.
this time, same camera in my.
Full circle.
Yeah. Now that we've been doing only Reddit on Wiki, there is no other setup. I do not move my machines for anything anymore.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Just keeping one setup.
Yeah. For those, I guess we have a bunch of new listeners. For those who don't know, Chris is Sean's best friend and was co-host of Shots and Thoughts with Sean. Is it Sean's other
Yep.
podcast?
Yeah. Rest in peace, I think. I think we could officially call that one. It's been it's been on life support. I think we could officially call it.
Don't worry. I've been working on an AI behind the scenes. I can recreate you guys doing it perfectly.
I'd love to hear that.
Well,
Sean
Chris and Ryan
doesn't.
would love to listen to it without any.
Yeah.
I didn't have to be there at all.
Chris would be listening to himself talk and be like, makes a good point. Yeah. That guy's smart.
I still hate the way my voice sounds.
Oh, dude, that never goes away. Trust me.
Never. But since I totally botched the intro for the people still listening, if you want to hear the quick rundown of the stories, today we got OP's son was arrested and they're happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
OP worried about the smell or their smell during a doctor's visit.
Oh,
OP asked for a raise and their boss laughs at them.
shit.
OP finds a condom in their partner's car.
Yikes.
And if you're a patron or a YouTube member, we got a neighbor who won't stop revving their engine.
Oh, I hate that. We have two neighbors that do that.
No way.
Just rip down the road. It's so fucking loud.
That's
And
awful.
they'll do it sometimes at like 11:30 at night.
Oh,
Like, come on.
God. Right as the head hits the pillow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Our walls in these condos are not thick, so it's
Jeez.
very loud.
Like they're right outside next room.
Yeah.
before we hop into the stories, Josh, Chris, anything y'all want to say? Anything y'all want to talk about?
I guess I can plug our merch, redditonwikishop.com. Get the Gaycation merch
Oh, yeah.
for the rest of the week. I think this is the last week you can get it. Half of the proceeds go to the Trevor Project. So you can get some cool merch and goes towards a good cause.
Right on.
Fuck yeah. Chris?
I'll go ahead and plug my merch, I guess. It's one of the new hoodies we have. I'll be updating my website
Hell yeah.
coming here soon, dayxoff.com.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just happy to be here, guys.
Some people on the gaming stream were asking for you, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They were excited because
Next time.
you made an appearance on our last gaming stream.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just hope I played my part.
You did. We
Brother, well,
we
I'll
won
let Josh
way
say it.
less without you, I think.
Yeah. Until we had Wikimaniacs join and
Yeah.
save our ass.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
our first 2 games,
Three
right off
maybe?
the rip. I think you could watch it on YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Tough.
Just the worst I've ever played, I've ever watched happen. It was tough.
Yeah. It was a car crash.
It was bad. I think we had one guy with double-digit kills, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then the other team was like 20, 30 kills each. We were like,
Sheesh.
this shit
That's
is
crazy.
bad.
We got walked.
It was bad. All right. Are we ready to hop into it, boys?
Let's
Absolutely.
go.
All right. This first one is coming from r/true off my chest. Cross posted by Do Midscore Bandicoot Midscore 7512.
Go.
And it's titled, oh yeah, hit that button, brother. Yes, sir. All right. It's titled, My 14-year-old son got arrested yesterday, and I'm happy.
Oh, man.
And we're supposed to think if he's in the right or wrong.
No, that's
Feeling
Am I
that
the
way?
asshole?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this may be your first non-am I the asshole?
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
also. Yeah. So this we just read and react.
You can
Oh,
you can
okay.
speculate if you want. Because I'm
free.
speculating it's maybe he did something that was like noble. Maybe he stood up for someone Potentially.
Oh.
and
Yeah.
then got arrested. But could also be good that he's learning his lesson. Maybe that's what they're hoping.
That's what I was kind of leaning towards. Like,
Like scared
I don't know.
straight. Or something
yeah, like
that.
14-year-olds are usually like shitheads.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. And this may answer the question right away. We'll do trigger warnings for SA and domestic violence.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
starting off sad, guys.
Holy shit.
The episode will pick up.
Welcome, Chris, to the show.
Welcome.
Yeah, here we go.
Wikimaniacs that are day ones. Chris, after his very first episode, was like, y'all do that?
For
Every
that
week?
long? Yeah.
For that long? Are y'all not wildly depressed?
I know. I feel like therapy sessions are needed.
All right, here we go. Again, if those trigger warnings sound like not a great time for you, no problem. We got the time stamps in the show notes below. So,
Unfortunately, Chris,
Do you
you have to listen through it.
Yeah.
Chris, sorry, you don't have that luxury.
So that's why I'm here to take the brunt of it, so y'all don't have to.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. All right. Yesterday, my son was arrested by the police because he made death threats to 2 girls from his school.
Oh.
I've been fighting for years to get my son a psychiatric evaluation, but no one believes me.
Who have you been fighting?
We kind of get into it, but yeah, it's wild that this is a difficult,
Yeah.
that people just don't automatically. I feel like, I mean, I don't know. Again, not parents.
Yeah, true.
I feel like you should just be able to see a doctor and they would be like, but it sounds like
I can
that's what this
imagine.
person has tried multiple things.
Maybe
and-
they're fighting the doctors to get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess. It feels like
unfortunately.
if you request a mental examination, you should be able to get that.
Yeah. What?
right.
That's crazy.
For context, in the
Okay.
past, I was a victim of domestic violence. The father of my children essayed me, hit me, tried to strangle me, insulted me, and made death threats. He did all of this on impulse. He was never imprisoned because it was my word against his.
That's fucked up.
I have full custody of my children, and he has them on weekends. He lives with his parents, so there is some safety for my children. Co-parenting with my ex has been a battle for over 10 years. He does everything he can to make me look like a bad mother. I'm the one who meets my child's needs while he just buys their love. My son is like his father. He has extreme impulses. He has punched holes in our walls, been violent at school, and done many other things.
And he's 14?
He's 14, yeah.
Wow.
I have sought help multiple times, but I keep hitting a wall. Our healthcare system takes too long and doesn't take enough action.
Canadian?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably.
No one says where they is. Sometimes they just don't say where they're from.
True.
Most doctors didn't believe me when I told them about the situation. They pretended to send the necessary documents, but nothing ever happened. We are being followed by a social worker from a program that helps young people, but even she didn't see the severity of the situation.
If he's punching holes in the wall, how is that not?
Enough proof?
Yeah, at least for a psych eval. You know what I mean?
Pretty strong evidence too. I mean, unless you respackle a wall every time.
True.
Like,
I have
Yeah.
I have photographic evidence. It's my
Yeah.
wall right here.
yeah, here's my wall.
Yeah.
Every week, I am forced to attend family meetings with my ex, who boasts that he has 0 problems with her son and that the issue is only happening at my house.
Probably because he's abusive.
Yeah, or yeah, I don't know. Or just he's straight up lying about it not being a problem.
Yeah. True.
When I spoke to the investigator, I told them I knew I would meet them one day because no one ever believed me. I feel so sorry for the victims that my son has harmed, and I know exactly how they feel because I have felt that in the past. Now, everyone is scrambling to cover themselves. The father remains in denial, refusing to take any responsibility, but the truth always comes out. My son is with me, and we are waiting for his court date. He has restrictions, and he will change schools. Tomorrow, we have a doctor appointment to have medication and a reference in psychiatry. Sorry, I can't fucking.
Psychiatry.
You got it.
Psychiatry. And then that's it. It says, little update. I saw another doctor today that didn't want to help. He said, just go to the ER.
What?
I'm sure we will have to wait for at least 16 hours. Jesus Christ.
I just, for the life of me, cannot understand how he's making death threats and there's still not being action towards his mental evaluation.
Yeah.
That seems like that would be step one, because you're trying to better this. Hopefully as a government, you'd be trying to better this kid's future. And so if you can get him diagnosed and, say he needs some sort of drug to even him out or something like that, or at least working towards something like that, letting him just, nope, we're just going to throw you in jail. What does that accomplish?
And then we'll make you change schools and act like nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing's
There's always going to be
accomplished.
girls. There's always going to be people he's going to threaten, punch, hit. Why wait for that to happen? Why not be preventative?
Also, so what was it saying? She has custody of them most of the time.
So the dad only gets them on the weekends.
Dad only gets them on the weekends, and he's influencing this behavior so much.
Probably just by being him, It doesn't really say when they, got a divorce or whatever. So who knows how many years
True.
that kid saw his father treat his mother like trash, essentially.
Mm.
And maybe he just thinks that's the right way to go. Also, it talks about impulses. They both have impulses. I don't know what that means particularly.
Yeah.
That's
The dad
tough.
also gets them on weekends when they're in fun mode.
Right.
Yeah.
She gets them when they have to go to school and chores and stuff like that.
Yeah,
He
this
probably
is just
isn't experiencing that because he's not. He's either lying or he's just or abusing them, or he just lets them get away with whatever because it's the weekend. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
right.
But none
this
of
sucks.
those are good.
No,
It just sounds like he's breeding more women hatred,
Yeah.
for sure.
and
For sure.
yeah, it's tough because he's not. That kid is not going to listen to his mom.
No.
She can, I think, provide as much love and care as she needs, but he won't see that because he thinks women are less than.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is what I'm kind of getting. So
Incel dad vibe.
yes,
essentially.
yeah.
Yeah, and plus
That
just the health,
sucks.
it's insane. I don't know what country this person's in, so I can't speak to the healthcare, but it's just like what you guys said. It's wild that there's so many doctors that are willing to just be like, probably not. What? Holes in the wall, death threats at school, and it sounds like maybe elsewhere, and then they're still just yeah, I don't know. Probably not, right? What do you mean, probably not? Just
Yeah.
do the test, and then you could tell me.
This is on their healthcare system. If that kid grows up to be a fucking psychopath and ends up hurting so many people, it's on them. If this lady's been trying her heart out
Mhm.
and trying to get him fixed is a weird word, but treated, I guess.
Yeah, it's treated as
For
a
this
word,
kind
yeah.
of behavior, man, y'all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, honestly,
sure.
the reason I guessed Canada is because the province is criminally underfund healthcare, especially mental health care.
Mm.
And it just takes a long time to get anything done, depending on where you are. So that's why I guess. But I imagine there's tons of countries and places across the world that also deal with the same issues. So who knows where it is? But that was my first guess because I've experienced that firsthand. So
Yeah.
Shit.
not great.
Well, hopefully this person gets
Some kind
a
of help.
wake up call from being arrested. I don't know.
I doubt it.
This was only
Yeah.
posted 3 days ago, so as of now, no
Oh,
update.
wow.
So hopefully they get the help that they need and they can be treated for whatever mental health issues they may have.
Yeah. Because
yeah.
locking them up's not going to
No.
do anything.
Mhm. That kind of stuff just exacerbates the problem. Or,
Yeah. Exacerbate. Whoa. A big word.
We got somebody smart on the show.
Holy shit.
I don't even know if I used it correctly.
You're
Spell it.
overqualified.
Spell it. Moving on. This one is coming from, to lift up the mood, this one's coming from r/TIFU, cross-posted by the GOAT, Mary Gitz, 2011. Yes,
Hell yeah.
sir. All right, this one is titled, Today I Fucked Up by Misunderstanding My Gynecologist.
Thanks.
Oh, I could see that being a fucking. I also know like a lot of people have like a lot of women have anxiety going to a gynecologist.
Oh, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it just for the physical exam where they just grab it and you
True. Yeah.
And like gynos have to do some work in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would be very nervous.
And I could see how that would lead to a misunderstanding.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get into it. This actually happened on Thursday, but my soul has only just now come back to my body.
I've been dead for 3 days, resurrected like Jesus.
And this was posted a day ago.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I visited the gynecologist on Thursday for my yearly exam. I see a male gyno, and while he's a little awkward, he's a very nice guy, a good doctor, and he has not given me the creep vibes. Before he came in, I took off everything except my socks and put on a little gown that they gave me. I settled on the bed, and then he entered. We make a little bit of small talk, just so we're not in silence, go through the any concerns, anything you need to bring up since the last visit, etc. kind of talk. And then it's time for the old peek. I put my legs in the stirrups and he begins his exam. He must be feeling awkward from the silence because after a minute, he says, "Oh, you must have a cat, huh?" I do have a couple of cats, but
I mean,
I hadn't mentioned that to him.
This is going to be like that college humor Sherlock Holmes sketch where he's just like, he must be a drunk because he missed his phone so many times or whatever. It's going to be some weird thing he notices.
I need to rewatch that one. It's been a while.
It's with Pete Holmes, I think.
Oh, God. Every time I think of Pete Holmes, I just think of Batman.
Yeah.
oh, it's the one that did that one.
Yeah. Where is he?
Two-Face. Can we trust him?
I mean, yeah. I do have a couple of cats, but I hadn't mentioned that to him. My brain short circuits. How can he tell I have cats just from looking at my vagina? Does it smell like cats down there? So I say, why? Does my vagina smell? He must have interpreted my question as a, why does my vagina smell tone? And he said, well, I'm not smelling anything right now. Can you describe the smell? My brain goes into overdrive. What the fuck does he mean? Can I describe it? He's the one that's down there. So I clarify, can I describe the cat vagina smell?
That's wild.
He pauses, sits straight up, and asks, what? And so I say, do I smell like cats down there? How can he tell I have cats? His face turns bright red. He points up to my foot in the stirrup, or more specifically, the cat socks that I'm wearing, which also happen to have a single white cat hair clinging to the sock. I said, oh, I thought my vagina smelled like cats or something. He shook his head no, and he quickly finished up.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
So my vagina doesn't smell like a cat, but I don't think I can go back to see him. Too long didn't read. I thought my gyno could smell my cats on my pussy.
I was going to say, brings pussy to a whole new meaning.
Yeah, I thought this was going somewhere else when the story started.
Holy, that is a tough conversation.
Yeah.
Tough call.
That's like when a waitress comes over to, or wait, like they come over to you and they're like, enjoy your meal. And you go, you too.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
Like, me too.
It's exactly that.
Oh man. This like any kind of doctors, like awkward doctor visits, reminds me of that one what's his name? TP
Oh, TP baby.
TP baby on TikTok. Do you know who he is, Josh?
I don't think so.
He like
makes,
just came
shorts.
back. Yeah.
People were like calling him the GOAT of TikTok in 2020, and then he disappeared like the avatar,
Mhm.
and then came back 1 month before it was supposed to be deleted.
Oh, shit.
Started just dropping videos like he had never left.
Good bit.
And once it came back, I don't know if he's posted again. Now that I think about it,
That's
he
funny.
might be gone again. But
he
had one.
He showed up to save the day and then left.
And
Yeah.
left. He had a video back in the day where he was like at a doctor's visit, and the doctor was like, "So, are you sexually active?" He's like, "Nope." And then the doctor's like, "Damn, you ain't got no bitches." and then the doctor starts laughing, and then it shows his mom, and his mom starts laughing like, "Damn, yeah, he really
He
don't."
don't
He
get no
don't. Oh my god.
Oh,
That's good.
fuck.
All right. We're moving right to our next one. Our next two are a little bit longer as they are coming from best of Redditor updates.
Whoa.
We got all the updates, so we're going to get right into it.
We love a conclusion.
I really wish John was on here for this one. He would have loved this one. This one is coming from r/PH Careers, which we will later learn is the Philippines.
Oh.
And it's found by me. Hit the go button, brother.
Okay.
That's right. Okay, so this one is titled, "My boss just reacted to my message asking for a raise."
I don't think I'd come back to work.
Yeah.
Wild to text, though. Wild to text, could I have a raise? Unless it's remote, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. I could see that. But even then, I'd do it over the phone call
A video
or
call.
like a video chat or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get it. I posted here a while ago asking if, again, this is the Philippines, if a 13K as a salary as a software developer was enough. Editor's note, this is in the Philippines, and Wild Groundscore Butterscotch 977 said this is the equivalent to 224 American dollars.
Holy shit.
Good for you.
I think that's a month. $224 a month.
That is a wild conversion rate.
American dollars.
Oh, I'm
Holy
sorry. I
shit.
thought that was going. I thought that was gonna finish saying 224,000 American dollars a year.
A month.
224. Period.
So this person's a millionaire in the Philippines.
No, they are in the comments. They're like, no, you are essentially still kind of broke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, just $224 a month.
They're like, if you're in this,
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
said 240. I thought you said it's thousands. So
No,
Yeah, that's what I
That's
thought
like
you said.
a
That's what I
quarter of
thought
a
too.
million a month. I was like, that's crazy.
both of y'all were really hyped. And I was like, I must have fucked up the way I delivered that. I
I
must
was
have
like,
really fucked that
this
shit
dude's
up.
living life.
No, absolutely not. 224.
That's it.
That's it. I think a month. It's unsure because they
That's
say
crazy.
salary here, and then later on they say something like monthly salary. So
Oh, okay.
hard to say if this is a month or a year. Fingers crossed, it's a month because a year on 242.
There's no way.
Yeah.
No way. Not even that.
Yeah.
So it goes on. I'm a graduating student, and this company hired me after my internship. When I accepted the role, I expected to do the same task I did during my internship, so I thought the pay was fair. But then they gave me more and more complex tasks, creating a payroll system,
My God.
which meant studying thousands of lines of code, hundreds of tables, and pretty much the whole process from scratch.
Dude, I designed a payroll system.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So you know intimately.
A
how
whole
terrible
Well,
this is.
it was part of the HR system that I redesigned. Like, that is so much fucking work.
Yeah, that's not
It's
easy.
insane. That's
for $200
insane.
a month.
Oh my God.
I'm livid. Mind you, it's just me and my senior on this team.
My God.
Oh,
2 people. I took it as a challenge and slowly learned to enjoy it, but now I feel like the minimum isn't enough because I'm handling so many projects and my tasks have leveled up a lot.
Yeah, you should be a millionaire. That's what I was
Yeah,
expecting.
yeah.
Today, I finally got the guts to message my boss and ask if a raise was possible. I was polite, just asking if it could be considered and explaining why I felt like I deserved it. She just haha reacted and even sent a heart eyes emoji.
Weird.
I'm gone.
Weird. Is this company real?
I don't know if it was sarcastic, but I was just asking a simple yes or no question. I didn't even mention a specific amount.
Oh my
What
God.
is happening?
Now I feel like I'm being treated like shit. Just now. As much as I want to leave immediately, I still need some money. But this has really motivated me to start looking for another job as soon as possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we get to the update, here are some comments. Commenter, start applying now for your backups. If you get accepted or have multiple offers, then show it to her and see if she can match that.
Oh, I would no. Fuck that.
Yeah, I
Take
would.
the job.
I'm gone.
Take another job.
Otherwise, you're ready to leave and start a new chapter since you have a standing offer or multiple offers. Make sure you have the leverage. To which OP replied, that was actually my initial plan to get an offer first before asking for a raise, since I still enjoy the work and the setup that I have here.
Oh, okay.
But I just wanted to take a shot tonight. I guess her response was a sign for me to walk away once I find my backup. Kind of sad because I really love my work here despite the salary.
That sucks.
Thank you for the response.
I will say, like, once you find another job, you'll find another place where you also enjoy the work and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, if it's
Possible.
if you love coding and software engineering, like, there are tons of jobs out there that will give you the same,
True.
euphoria.
Another commenter said, your boss is deflecting the conversation at hand. 13K, as you're already aware, is too low, especially at starting salary. Immediately drop your job as a priority in life and prioritize getting a job that knows your worth. To which OP says, I didn't see it that way, but that does make sense. And yeah, I know it's way too low, haha. I can't leave immediately since I'm still studying and funding myself, but I'm already applying for other jobs. Naman, that's Tagalog,
Nice.
for what? Naman is hard to explain what that is. Right?
Sometimes it means like, again, like,
Or like, it means like really.
Yeah.
Sometimes, right?
Okay.
Or like exaggerate. Or
yeah, it's like
to emphasize.
to emphasize.
something.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
emphasize
yeah.
is the word I'm looking
Okay.
Again, I'm born and raised in Texas. So guys, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are first gen Texans.
Yeah. I'm just looking for a company that accepts graduating students. Thank you.
Yeah.
So before we get into the update, do y'all want anything to say?
I think the one thing I was going to say, it's like in most scenarios, I would say stick with the job until you find another job. This
Mhm.
one's paying so little that I'm like, is it even worth it to stay at
Yeah.
this
Doing
job?
all of that work,
Yeah.
not having time to
True.
apply.
Because
Yeah.
like, at least in most jobs, you're getting paid a livable, maybe not livable, but at least close to livable. This is so far under livable wage that it's like, is
Yeah.
it worth not just quitting, putting your full heart and soul into applying to a bunch of other jobs and then
Yeah.
potentially getting something worth it?
And it sounds like he's in a better place as far as his knowledge in coding.
Yeah.
It sounds like he had to study like for that specifically. So I mean, he's more knowledgeable now too. So
Yeah. Should be able to kill any
Yeah.
like interview or anything like that.
right.
All right, here we go. Update. Thank you for the advice and for giving me a reality check. Here's an update on my story. I waited 2 days for a proper response, but I guess that was just her response.
Bye.
I mean, like you said, Sean, it is crazy to just text it.
It is a little wild.
I think it's even wilder to respond with emojis.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts, actually.
Yeah.
Regardless, I had already planned to resign and was just looking for another job to transition into.
Okay.
Just a day after posting the first post, I was able to quickly land an international client from OLJ who is paying me 4 times my monthly salary.
There you go.
Well, I reacted like that's a lot, but that's not that's not a
That's
lot
still
either.
$1,000
Yeah, maybe $1,000
ish dollars.
Yeah, which I mean is good for you. Like it's at a step up. It's
Yeah.
like I feel you should be paid a lot more. Again, I don't know the conversion, but
yeah.
I just
Filipino listeners, let us know if that's cool. I mean, it's definitely closer to a living wage. Hopefully that is the living wage.
So would he be getting paid $1,200 American? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, so they were getting paid
200.
I don't know their gender. $224 American a month. I don't know what the livable wage in the Philippines is.
Okay, so that is 13,000 Philippine pesos. I will look up livable wage in Philippines.
So if you're a family, $1,200 a day.
US?
No, Filipino peso.
Pesos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1,200.
This one's saying approximately 450 USD is a livable wage in
A month?
Philippines. A month, yeah.
A month. Okay, so
So
he's
he's
not a livable. Yeah. But now
Yeah.
you're getting 4 times. So now you're getting paid double a livable wage.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, you
Okay.
should be doing
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
There we
That's
go.
pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Okay. I just had to figure out whether he was getting paid enough.
Yeah.
Adequately now.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
we
yeah.
should be happy now.
Yeah.
We're happy for him.
Yeah. The task seems easier than my usual work.
Oh, shit.
At least in theory. I still have concerns since the tools are new to me and different from what I'm used to. However, I believe we grow the most from challenges that scare us, and stepping out of our comfort zone is where real learning happens.
Wow.
So, thanks for motivating me to apply.
His head's in a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I secured the deal, I immediately submitted my resignation.
It's just a sad face emoji.
That's good.
My boss later replied apologizing for the late response and saying she was actually
No
considering
way.
my request.
No.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Well, she could have mentioned that when I asked first instead of just reacting with a ha-ha and an emoji, though.
Yeah.
Lol.
Insane.
She then asked if I could at least work reduced hours as many of their clients had started working with me.
Mm.
That made me smile because suddenly she saw my worth. Yet, when I initially asked for a raise, it seemed like I was not even worth a simple reply. Not even a 2 or 3 letter response
You
like
literally-
yes or no.
My God.
Unfortunately, I did not do what some of you suggested, which was haha reacting to her message or just replying with a sad face emoji.
Nice.
Instead, I told her that I had already made up my mind and kept it polite because I did not want to burn any bridges, as I still
Smart man.
appreciate the experience that I gained from that company. Thank you all for helping me realize my worth. I have learned my lesson and will never go through that again.
I will say, I feel like most people go through this in their first job.
Yeah.
It actually, this story rhymes very similar to my first job, where it was just like the pay was garbage.
Mhm.
I actually didn't mind the work, but the people there were terrible. Not the managers and stuff were terrible, but the people,
Always the managers.
the coworkers were fine. They were nice people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was just like getting severely underpaid for where you live. And like, actually, when I did quit, they asked if I could stay on part-time as well. It's just like, so it actually
the
hit very
exact story.
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel most people go through this when they get out of, they just want a job, and every job's
Mhm.
like, you got to have 5 years of experience. It's like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to get that?
Yeah.
So
Can't even live.
yeah. So good for OP for getting out and
Yeah,
getting that
right
good
on.
job.
Double the living wage. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty good.
Living life. Where's the nicest place in the Philippines to live?
I
I guess
don't know.
in like Manila area.
Somewhere in Manila. I
Hmm.
haven't been since
yeah.
2001, unfortunately.
Okay.
But Manila is the capital, and I want to say the biggest city there.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I think it's the most metropolitan area.
I mean, I feel most places in the Philippines are beautiful. It's like,
oh,
Oh, yeah,
Island.
nature wise, yeah,
Yeah.
for
Nature-wise, it's
sure, for
crazy.
sure.
so you can live anywhere.
Yeah,
I want to say one of the like beach screensavers from like Windows in the 90s was like a Filipino beach.
I think I know which one you're talking
Boracay.
about too.
Yeah.
My dad would be like, we've been there. That's sick, dude. All right. Moving on to our last story of the day, unless you're a patron or YouTube member. This one is also coming from Best of Redditor updates, but the original subreddit is r/relationship ground score advice. Guess what? This one's also found by me, Josh. Hit
Whoa.
the button.
Actually,
Josh, hit the
Chris,
Josh, hit the button.
Chris, make a goat sound. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Much better than
sheep,
mine.
I'll take
Honestly,
it.
what's the difference?
Yeah.
All right. So this one is originally titled Devastated and Spiraling. I, 35 male, found a condom wrapper in my wife's 34 female car. Now what?
Tough.
Oh, yeah, that is tough.
Tough, bro.
First questions are, do you have any teenagers? Maybe, I guess, would be a question.
Oh, do you have kids and they
Mm.
just, went out for a joyride or something?
Maybe got optimistic. I don't know.
Mm.
Who knows?
All right.
Absolutely. First question is, whose is this?
I'm trying to be optimistic, but I'm just
Yeah.
hoping it's not something bad. But
Correct.
that seems like where this is going. So
This one's our long one of the day, guys. So I think there's like 3 parts of this.
okay.
Well-
Okay, so let's get into it. We have been together for about 10 years, married for 6.
Mhm.
We have no kids now, but we were planning to start trying pretty much right now.
Well, that takes out that. Shit.
We are both very active, going to the gym, eating healthy, and are both in relatively great shape. My wife is gorgeous with a phenomenal body, but I would probably consider myself maybe a 5 or 6 out of 10 on the attractiveness scale. I realize that.
Bro, don't
Humble.
Wind yourself
personality
up a little bit.
plays
Yeah.
into it. Come on.
But we have always had a really strong relationship. We started out as great friends, realized that we were just right for each other, and that developed into true romantic love and devotion.
All right.
The sex was always fantastic. There was never any issues there with quality or frequency.
Okay.
I was washing my wife's car, as I do pretty often. In the course of cleaning the interior, I found an open, empty condom wrapper underneath her passenger seat. We don't use condoms since she had always been on birth control. I am driving myself insane with all the stories and scenarios running through my brain. She spends a lot of time at the gym working with weights and doing her cardio, like 3 hours, 4 days a week.
Oh my God.
So there are frequent times when we are apart. She has never given me a reason to suspect that she has been unfaithful. I know I have to confront her, but I'm scared of death. Scared to death.
Same, bro.
Scared of
I'm scared
death.
of death.
Aren't
She
we
will
all?
murder me.
I dread that every night.
I know I have to confront her, but I'm scared to death of what might the truth be. She is my world, and I can't imagine starting a family with anyone else. I'm afraid I'm going to break. Edit to add. I wanted to add some details to save me from having to reply to all of the common comments. My wife has never given me a reason to think she has cheated before this.
Okay.
She has always been loving and affectionate, and we were looking forward to starting a family very soon. Some have speculated that kids coming soon may have led to her having one last fling. I don't know. Possibly. We are an open book to each other, with our finances pretty much entirely tied up as one. She comes from a pretty upper middle class background. Her parents are very comfortable. I come from a home where my parents were fighting their own demons, so I didn't get a lot of attention growing up. Not a criticism. It was just easy to get lost in the shuffle of my parents' problems. We are cordial, but not super close. I am way closer to her family and love her mom and dad and her younger sister. Financially, we are fine. Together, we make about $150K per year. She makes $60K as a law firm assistant, and I make $90K as an auto technician.
Ooh.
We own a house
Wow.
together. that we were able to purchase with a down payment from her family. And if worse comes to worse, I have no interest in fighting for that money. It is theirs, and they can have it back if we end up selling the house. Some have commented about the amount of time that she is at the gym. We go to separate gyms. She gets off of work at 4 and goes straight to the gym, where she does a class, then works out with weights, and then does cardio on the treadmill. I was never suspicious of the time she spends there. And by the time she gets home, I am already there, and she jumps directly into the shower, and then we make dinner together and hang out.
Yeah, because that was truly my only, I wouldn't even know if it's a red flag, but just concern was like 3 hours is a lot at the gym. Like max 2 probably a day would be understandable.
She sounds like she has like she competes almost in
Yeah,
for some kind of like 3 hours, 4 days a week.
that's a lot.
Who has
lot of
that time?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, and you're a law firm assistant.
Yeah.
You got that David Goggins mindset.
As far as a lawyer or an investigator, there's no way I could do that in secret with the way that we manage our finances, so that's out for now. Someone explained to me how to get detailed phone records from Visible, so that's my next step. I will get the records when I have some time to myself and see if there is a number that she's in contact with a lot that I do not recognize.
Uh-oh.
I'll try to figure out where to go from there and let you all know.
Oh, just talk to her, man.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go. I'm like, there's a potential that she could hide it from you, but it's just like, I think confronting her about it would tell you the most.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Band-Aid you just got to rip off.
Yeah, or a condom.
Jesus Christ.
Because yeah, it could just be like, oh, it stuck to her shoe and she got into the car. You know what I mean? Like, there's that potential where it's just like a misunderstanding.
Very true. Very true.
I feel going through all these hoops and already planning about like who's getting the house, or I'm not fighting for this money or whatever. Like, I think you're jumping quite a few steps ahead.
Yeah.
Before even talking to her about it.
Yeah. The title is appropriate. He is spiraling.
Yes. Which I understand. That can happen.
Which is, fully, completely understandable.
Yes.
But yeah, a talk is definitely what's needed right now.
Mm-hmm.
There is one comment that he replied to that I think is something that we've talked about, so I'll bring it up. Somebody said, being at the gym for 3 hours a day was already probable cause to suspect cheating. Working out just doesn't take that long, unless the gym is like 45 minutes away. To which OP commented, she goes to class and then weight trains by herself and then does cardio on the treadmill or Stairmaster. I've been to the gym with her and I could see how it could take 3 hours total.
Okay. I mean, good for her for finding the time to do that, because we're in like just over an hour and we're out. if we're lucky.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes I'm in there, I do my lifts, 40 minutes, I'm out of that bitch.
Yeah.
But also explains why Opie's wife is in great shape and I am morbidly obese. So,
well, because we have a treadmill here, so sometimes it's just like we're going for weight training or like cardio or something like that, and then we come back, or not cardio, but like one of the other machines, like a stair machine. But then we come back and do treadmill. But I still 3 hours is crazy to me. But good for her. Good for her.
Yeah.
All right, so this is update 1 of 3. All right, lots of folks asked for an update. Not a whole lot to say, but things are getting interesting. I am shaking as I type this. Thanks.
Just you didn't talk to her.
Yeah. And this is a whole day later. Thanks to everyone in the comments and the DMs for the empathy and well wishes. A lot of good tips and advice too. Man, I would hate to piss some of you off. Some of you are very vindictive.
Yeah, Reddit scares me sometimes.
Yeah. First off, I found a wrapper, not an actual used condom. So the suggestion of DNA testing is not very useful.
That's crazy that someone jumped to DNA testing
right off the bat. Has not one person said, doctor?
I'm going to be CSI and take this to the lab. The fuck?
Isn't there some, I forget who did it, but there's a stand-up joke. I think it might have been Chappelle before he was transphobic, where he was like, CSI. He was like, I watch CSI and every episode is just like, there's cum everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And thanks to Reddit user blah, blah, blah for the information about getting detailed phone records from Visible. Today at work, during some break time, I requested a download of the phone records, but it says the request could take up to 45 days.
Oh.
I simply can't wait that long.
Then just talk to her.
There's
I also-
no other option.
I also drove by her work on my lunch break. I don't know why or what I expected, but her car was there as it normally is.
Now you're being weird, bro.
Lots of good advice to track
No.
her.
Oh, no.
Get a VAR, look at her phone without her knowing, hire an
Oh,
investigator,
no,
lawyer,
man.
etc. But to be honest, I can't deal with this. I am taking this the advice a lot of you had, and I'm just going to confront her today
Oh,
with
thank
chainsaw.
God.
Thank God.
OP was sorting comments by most controversial. And then just going like, all right, which ones are these? Who's saying what here?
Which one's the most far-fetched? And we'll start there.
Oh, advice. That's some good advice. You
Well-
can do that. Or I can just talk to her.
Yeah, that's crazy.
As some of you suggested, I plan to just put the condom wrapper on the table in plain sight and watch her body language. Bad. I think. I don't think that's good advice either. Just
These-
no context placing an
Yeah.
empty condom wrapper. You know?
So?
You see this?
Balls in your court.
Extra large. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Clearly not me.
As we both can tell.
I am so scared and nervous that I'm almost pissing my pants. I'm really starting to expect the worst. For me, if she cheated, there is zero chance that we will stay married. Zero. I don't care what excuses or reasons or whatever she has. I'm 100% done. No therapy, no counseling, nothing. I can't believe I am typing this. It makes it seem so real. I can't imagine her, Jesus Christ,
Wow.
for better or worse, sucking and fucking some other guy.
For lack of a better term.
Sucking and fucking.
For lack of there's so many better terms you could use.
Or multiple guys.
You only found one condom.
Yeah. Relax, brother. That's an image I could never get out of my head for the rest of my life. As far as assets, we don't have a lot. We have a pretty nice house that her dad helped us pay for. And I'm happy to let her have it with my fair share and paying back her father. Otherwise is bullshit, like 2 cars, some furniture, some decent savings that we've both contributed. So I'm willing to split everything 50-50. The thought of divorce is burning a pit in my gut. I'll post again after I confront her. Either way, I think this thing comes to a conclusion tonight.
Let's get it.
God, because like I said, it's good to have an exit strategy if you are actually concerned about this. I think it's crazy to go this much in detail about it right now before you've had a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Reddit has done you dirty.
Yeah.
Gone down a dark path.
They have pushed you into a dark space.
Yeah. Okay, mini update, which is update number 2.
Fine, she can have the house in this time.
Just take it.
Oh,
Leave the
fuck.
dog, please.
Okay, instead of sitting here pissing my pants, I just wanted to type out a few more
my God.
things to keep my mind busy.
Oh,
I'm sitting here trying to find any other reason to doubt her. The wrapper, it was fairly pristine, not something stuck on a shoe
Pristine.
or sitting in a parking lot. Dash cam.
Oh.
Yes, I've checked the dash cam footage. Nothing suspicious or out of the ordinary. Commutes to work, the gym, and home. Maybe a stop or two for typical errands, grocery store cleaners. Zero suspicious activity. But she knows there's a dash cam, so who knows? Maybe she's just being really careful. The car. Yes, we bought it used 2 years ago. It's a 2018 Infiniti Q60 Coupe. It had an extremely small backseat. I can't imagine sex back there, but who knows what motivated people might be capable of. I clean and vacuum it at least once a month, so there is zero chance that it has been there the whole time. And ironically, we usually wash the cars together, but this time I happen to be doing it alone. Had she been there, this whole thing would probably be over by now. Our current state of a relationship. It's really strong as far as I know. She comes home, we share a glass of wine, we make dinner together, talk about our day, cuddle on the couch. If we watch a show, we really have what anyone from the outside world would be jealous of. No feelings of distance, no hiding a phone, no drop off in sex, which has always been and still is great. Her gym time, as much as she does, is really reasonable for her to spend 2.5 hours at the gym. I've gone with her. I've seen her work out. It's pretty extensive, and her body shows it. I am so proud of how great she looks and how she takes such good care of herself and how she encourages me and cares about our collective health. I've never been suspicious about it, but maybe that was foolish. Yes, she comes home and showers right away, but she's typically sweaty and feels gross. She doesn't avoid me when she walks in. She will typically come over, greet me with a kiss on the lips, and then hit the shower. If she was just having sex with a side piece, I think she would be more discreet. We spend almost all of our time together on the weekends, go for a jog, date nights, happy hour with friends, dinners with family, etc. She has a lot of girlfriends from work, and they sometimes go out for a girls' night like once every 2 months. But again, nothing suspicious. I see the credit card charges, so I don't believe she is hiding anything. And her girlfriends are all awesome, and I love hanging out with them and their husbands/boyfriends. I am torn and getting nervous about talking to her tonight, but I gotta get this over with.
There you go.
I love how he's just like, nothing's wrong. There's no red flags, but
This fucking condom.
I've got a full plan. It's like, okay. I mean,
My manifesto's written.
But I would have hacked her phone just 20 hours ago if given the chance.
I would have sent the cum to Amazon to DNA test it.
All right, this is 10 hours later from that mini post. This should be my final post on the topic. I took a lot of your advice and decided to just confront her tonight.
Thank fuck.
Sorry for the length, but it was a lot. My wife came home from the gym at around 6:45 like always. I was sitting at the kitchen table alone. She came over, said hi, kissed me on the lips, and then went off to take a shower pretty much like usual. I'm not going to lie. When she came over to kiss me, I smelled really hard for any evidence of man sense. Cologne, soap, deodorant, sweat, anything. And I got nothing. As she showered, I sat by myself, a ball of anxiety, and damn near chickened out. She got out of the shower and came into the kitchen, wet hair, sweats, t-shirt, looking beautiful as usual. She sat down, like we always do, and expected to chat about her day. She could see immediately that something was wrong. She asked, "What's up?" I mean, I was shaking and so nervous like you couldn't believe. I asked, "Have you lent your car to anyone recently?" She says no. "Have you had any passengers in your car the past few weeks?" She thinks for a second and says no. I asked, "Has anyone besides you been in your car for the last few weeks?" And she said, "No. What the hell is going on?" I asked to see her phone. She looked at me weird and said, "Okay," and then slid the phone to me across the table, no hesitation, and said, "What the fuck is going on?"
And then I slid the condom on the table and just stared at her.
I nailed her. I didn't touch the phone. Instead, I took the condom wrapper out of the
Called it, dude.
Holy
Nice.
shit.
American Psycho style.
Yeah. Instead, I took the condom wrapper out of my pocket and set it on the table. She looked at it, but had no real visible reaction. I didn't say a word. After a few seconds, she said, "What the hell is that?" I said, "A condom wrapper." She said, "Obviously it's a condom wrapper. What the fuck is a condom wrapper doing on our kitchen table?" She was starting to get annoyed. She is either a really good actor or she sincerely had no idea what was happening. I told her I found it under her car seat while I was cleaning her car. She honestly looked dumbfounded. She said she had no idea how it got there. She really seemed sincere and was starting to get concerned. She asked if I thought it was hers. I said, "I'm not sure. Is it?" She said, "You've got to be kidding me. You seriously think I'm fucking around on you? Are you crazy? What the hell is wrong with you?" She took her phone, waved it at me, and said, "Here, please, look at my phone. Call my sister," who she shares everything with. Call any of my friends. I'm not sure what you want me to say. We sat in silence, very uncomfortable for a minute or two. I didn't take my eyes off her, looking for any sign like a tear.
Holy shit. This guy thinks he's an investigator.
He thinks he's fucking,
He's like, I got her ass.
fucking Batman. Goes in for a hug.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Rachel.
Rachel. I said, what would you think if roles were reversed? She admitted she probably would be suspicious, but would give me the benefit of a doubt.
Yes.
She literally went through every day the past couple of weeks, where she went, who she was with, and what she was doing, trying to come up with any explanation. She finally remembered an after work thing that they did for a friend of hers, a baby shower kind of thing at a restaurant after work. One of the girls at her office was invited but couldn't go, so she asked my wife to please take her gifts to the party. My wife said sure. They walked down to my wife's car and put the gifts in, and my wife's stuff was in the front passenger seat. As I said, the car she drives has a tiny backseat access, and the access to the backseat is ridiculously difficult. As her friend was putting the gifts in, she spilled her purse all over the floor behind the passenger seat. That was the only possibility she could think of. As I sat there, she insisted we call that friend immediately, and she did just that. She put her friend on speakerphone. She asked if she remembered when she spilled her purse. She answered yes. She asked if she was sure she picked up everything off the floor. She answered, I think so. Why? My wife then seriously asked, do you and your boyfriend use condoms? Her friend kind of chuckled and said, yes. My wife asked what brand, and she answered Trojans. Same
sponsored.
size too. Not sponsored. My wife looked straight into my eyes and asked, when you dumped your purse in my car, is there a chance there were condoms in it? Her friend said, yes, it's not unusual for me to have condoms in my purse. Why? My friend told her friend about the wrapper. Her friend said she doesn't know why she would have an empty wrapper in her purse, but it certainly is possible. She hung up the phone, looked at me, and asked if I would like to go through her phone. I said no, and she asked, mystery solved? I literally started crying. I was crying because I was so fucking relieved. I was crying because I am married to the most awesome woman in the world who loves me more than anything. And I was crying because I was racked with guilt that I thought she could be cheating. I felt miserable for how I must have made her feel. My incredible wife took it so well. She hit me with her dish towel and said, Jesus Christ, I cannot believe you think I would cheat on you. But she admitted that she may have felt the same if she was in my shoes. She even laughed a little and said it was kind of cute that I was so jealous and nervous about asking about her. We decided to have our glass of wine and go out for dinner. At dinner, we talked about how we were excited to start trying for a baby, and I am 100,000% sure that she is telling the truth. I know her.
That's a stretch.
I know her like nobody else. I know her body language. I know her voice and how it sounds when she is stressed or hiding something. And there was none of that. I hope none of you go through this, but thanks for the well wishes. I will probably let my wife read this thread at some point.
Oh my.
But not while it's so fresh. But she'll probably rib me for going to Reddit for advice, as she's not necessarily a fan.
I don't blame her after the responses you got.
Yeah.
Haha. So all is good. Really, really good. Have a great life, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, looks like Chris and I were right off the bat. Just talk to her.
Look how easy that was.
Yeah, like he was like could even cheat. It sounded like you had no reason to believe that. So not just going to her and talking to her right away is like, what are you doing? You're overthinking this, like
Killing himself, really.
Yep.
Yeah, racking yourself over with guilt, and it's just like for no reason, really.
Yeah,
I honestly thought the plot twist was going to be like it was actually a ramen packet or something like that.
That would have been funny.
What's a Maruchan?
Yeah.
Some stupid shit like that. He slides it across the table. What's the ramen packet?
Want to explain this?
Yeah.
You been
was
eating
hungry.
ramen without me?
What the fuck, dude? Yeah, I will say this. So the bonus is just him just being like, yeah, everything is good. Should I get therapy?
Yes.
To which, yes, I think the answer might be yes.
It'll help.
You went through a dark path very quickly with very little.
So quickly.
I mean, I guess you may have gotten a ton of Reddit. I'm not looking at the original post, but maybe
Right.
you got a ton of comments and you were just like, holy shit.
Yeah, and it just kind of fed the fire of your scenarios.
Which I get, like they're feeding into some comments. I mean, you ask Reddit, you're gonna get a million different comments from a million different like directions,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of them will feed your worst fears,
Mm-hmm.
and so you pick those ones and you think about those and let them stir in your mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I definitely recommend therapy for, conflict
anxieties.
resolution and like not spiraling immediately.
Oh,
Man, that was a good one.
that was a good one.
That was a good one.
All right. Before we end the episode, we, of course, have a segment from the amazing Underbaki.
Let's go.
And on today's episode, we have Does This Guy Fuck? It's the end of the month, and there's only one question left to ask. Does this guy fuck? If you're new here, this segment takes a look at whether the poster gets it or not by asking the question, does this guy fuck? As always, let us know your thoughts over on Discord or on our social media accounts or by commenting on today's YouTube video. This first post is coming from r/nothowgirlswork.
All right.
So
And
probably
this
not.
is just a screenshot of another person's comment.
Okay.
Here it
On
is.
Reddit or somewhere else?
Looks like maybe YouTube. I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
I don't know. It's a black background with a picture of
Threads?
what appears to be Link or Zelda.
Link.
Okay.
And it's just a comment. No context to what the comment is. It's just this person's comment. Haven't read it at all. Let's get into it.
All right.
It's because men are, from birth, subconsciously aware of the demonic nega waves that are produced by the camera shutter.
Uh-huh.
Holy moly. All right.
What?
Women feed off of it. That's what causes periods.
All right. No. No way.
I don't believe what I just said, but if some schizo wanted to incorporate that into their beliefs, I'd be honored.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He's fucking with people.
He's trolling.
Got it.
Oh,
Okay.
man, that kind of sense of humor? Maybe.
You got me.
So
You got me.
does this guy fuck?
Well, enough that he knows how periods don't work
Yeah.
and can
Yeah.
make jokes about it. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I think he got it.
Yeah. It's a rare one coming from that subreddit. Or how not how girls work famously has bad people.
The problem is, someone's gonna take that and be like, "Oh, this is true," and then spiral off in their own conspiracy theory.
Fucking hell.
Post 2, also coming from r/nothowgirlswork, is another screenshot, and it looks like it's a review from Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
It's titled "Very Opinionated and Questionable Writer."
Oh, so it's like from a book?
I guess so.
Okay.
Oh,
This woman is not called to be a leader, and much more so, a leader in the religious realm. I am shocked to hear and see a woman mock and speak so ugly to true leadership of our nation.
Oh.
I pray this woman will be awakened to the fact that the Bible does not allow women in any position to rule nor teach over a man, and no matter the religion. I would never recommend reading anything written by this divisive woman. Obvious.
Yeah, this guy doesn't fuck.
No.
I can't imagine.
I can't imagine he's ever spoken to a woman.
But I feel like he has the right ideals for the right wing kind of woman. So
God.
maybe for this guy, it might depend on like how he looks. If he's a Republican looker, then he probably
There are
can smash.
a Candace Owens type.
Yeah.
With the gun Barbie girl. I forget what her name is. That girl that shit herself at a college party or something like that.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
There was some really right-wing Twitter user. And then like she was getting famous and then somebody posted a clip of her shitting herself at a party.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So there's that.
But all in all, no, that guy should not fuck. I guess I
No.
should
The
say.
answer is it should not.
She
fuck.
should not reproduce.
Yeah, you
This
should
is
not
the kind of
reproduce.
guy that is the dad from the first
very
story.
first story.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's full circle. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Wow.
Look at that.
I also got like there are saints that are women, are there not?
Yes, there are.
Yeah, who
Mul-
famously
so
Multiple. Yeah.
Yeah.
So many.
so
Probably more than men.
And I would say if they're a saint, they probably could teach you a thing or two about
Yeah.
well, they're usually saints because they've taught something,
Yeah,
right? Or like
True.
Mhm.
exerted certain traits that the church upholds.
That teach over a man. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say.
Well,
I
this
would
guy's
say.
clearly not learning anything.
No,
No.
definitely not. I'm surprised he could read.
Yeah. Or right. Maybe he did
Or
speech
right.
to text.
All right, well, that's it for this episode of Reddit on Wiki. Before we end it completely, I got some Venmos to read.
Well, let's go.
Let's get it right into it. This first one is coming from Michaela. This was some of these are pre and some of these are post Super Bowl. So, Michaela, apologies. Michaela writes, "Hello from Kansas City listeners. My
Whoa.
husband and I have been listening to you guys for a while, and we love the podcast. I know you hate to hear it, but go Chiefs." Michaela sends $15.87. Michaela and husband, I beg of you to not listen to the rest of these Venmos as you will get sad.
But thank you for the donation. It'll go to a good cause.
Yes, thank you so much. Next up, we have Dr. Effie who writes, I just saw that I missed the episode you read my Venmo on. Hashtag my bad. Love you guys. Dr.
Okay.
Effie sends $10. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Effie.
The original Venmo goat. Next up, we got Diego who writes, just wanted to say that my wife introduced me to your podcast over a year ago, and it's
Oh, yeah.
become something that we love listening to together on our drives. Thanks for being yourselves. Last Halloween, my wife Venmo'd you, and you gave me a birthday shout out. Such an awesome surprise.
Hey.
Diego sends $1. Thank you, Diego.
I think I
Yeah.
remember that one actually. So
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
that's awesome.
I said, don't make a habit of trying to get birthday wishes through the Venmos. That's what that's what the Patreon's for, guys. Next up, we got Danella, who writes, to celebrate becoming friends on Venmo, lol, also a humble request for your Tumblr account username.
Whoa.
Oh.
Danella sends $22, and it's going to take a lot more than that to get that link from me.
I was gonna say that's a dangerous.
Oh, it's actually at.
Chris probably knows it actually.
Shut your fucking mouth, Chris. Next up, we got Sarah, who writes, thanks for rooting for the Chiefs trophy.
Ooh.
Nice.
So I can imagine that they are not a Chiefs fan.
They're being sarcastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sarah sends $22.40. Thank you.
Oh, that's
Sarah.
funny.
Yeah, I was doing a bit where I was trying to reverse psychology the NFL into thinking I wanted the Chiefs to win,
Oh.
And it worked.
and it worked.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You
'cause
can't say that I didn't play a pivotal moment in that Eagles win.
yes, you were the entire reason actually.
Some might say, hard to argue against. Sarah, next up we got Barefoot Conrosa, who writes, listening to the January 30th episode this morning after the Super Bowl, and I'm cracking up at Sean's painful counter jinx saying that he hopes the Chiefs win. Well, you did it, buddy. And then a few more Venmos who write, how do we feel about the goat button just being Sean and removing the actual goat noise? Question mark. Please don't hate me. Love you guys. And if you don't know, Barefoot Conrosa is very against the go buttons.
I don't actually think the goat's in it. I think it is just me, John, and Sean doing the goat noise.
So that's a
Oh, that's
really
funny.
big compliment to
Yeah.
both of you because they think it's me and a real goat, which means I'm just doing a terrible goat sound.
That's so fun.
And then next up, they sent another Venmo who said, in honor of the Super Bowl, let's go, or let's fucking go. And they posted a link to where they wrote lyrics to a remixed version of Not Like Us with the help of other Discord users.
Oh
Oh
shit!
my.
All right, let's
and-
hear it, Sean.
I feel like it would be wrong to do that without John here. I feel like he
Oh,
would
you're
enjoy
right.
it.
You're right. Yeah. Okay, try
So-
to remember for when he's back.
Yeah, I'll do my best to remember because this looks like it took work from multiple people, and
Wow.
I'm borderline really wanting to put it behind a paywall if I'm being honest. But I
well,
won't do that to you guys.
Discord could be anyone, so we can't do that.
We won't.
Yeah.
But we could.
Good.
Next up, we got Melissa, who writes, respect for successfully reverse psychologying the NFL. I don't even watch football. I just feel like this achievement on your behalf should be celebrated and that you should definitely use this power for chaotic good. Melissa sends $4.20.
Oh, yeah.
Smoke it, brother.
Damn, I wish you knew you had this power before the election.
Yeah.
That would've been
Also,
great.
I don't know if I could just go on camera and say, I fully endorse. I don't think it would work well for my mental
We would
health.
clip that so hard.
Oh my God. I think everyone would hate me. It'd be too tough. I'm
If
so
the Chiefs
sorry.
make it to the playoffs next, like into the finals next year, we're clipping that.
Yeah.
You wishing them good luck and
The best
we're
of
putting
luck.
that everywhere.
Look, if people think I'm a Chiefs fan, that I can live with. If people think I fucking suck Elon Musk's dick, I don't know if I could. Next up, we got Talene, who writes in all caps, "Go Birds!"
Let's go.
With love from Philly. Talene sends $5. Thank you.
Did Philly implode? I didn't actually check up on that.
I saw they said don't climb light posts, and then I saw they proceeded to respond by taking the light posts entirely off of the ground and parading with it. So
God
Sounds
damn.
like
that's Philly.
I hate Philly fans, but I respect the fuck
I respect
out
the
of them.
fuck out of them. Yeah. Next up, we got Jay, who writes mustard. Jay sends $3. Thank you, Jay.
right on.
Next up, we got Savannah, who writes, you guys gotta let me show you my Sue Malice skin on the next gaming stream. I gotta figure out how to make money on this thing. It's simply too good. Savannah sends the sickest amount, 69 cents. Thank
Let's
you,
go.
Savannah. Hell
You
yeah.
pervert.
Kinsley writes, for doing the Lord's work and jinxing the Chiefs into a loss. Thank you, sir, for swallowing your pride for the greater good. Sean for president. Again, that's Sean spelled SHEAWN. Thank you there, Kinsley.
Hell yeah.
Kinsley
I'm down
sends, oh, me for president?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, I mean, truly can't get much worse, I think. Kinsley sends 22 cents. Next up, we have Joey, who writes, keep the Get Therapy merch. Honestly, going through a hard time financially right now, dealing with a fresh divorce, but wanted this outlet to say it's worth waiting to find decent male friends that aren't egotistical. They're out there. Joey sends $9.41. Sorry to hear about that, or happy if it's for a good reason.
Yes.
Hopefully it all works out for you, Joey. Thank you for the $9.41. Also, Get Therapy. That merch stays up there in perpetuity, I think. So
I think so. It should be anyway.
it should be. Let me
if
know
it's
if you
not.
don't see it. I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we keep that one going, and then we have our monthly limited drops every month that
Yeah.
are only there for the month. But Get Therapy should be there forever. But that's it on the Venmo side. Guys, before we end the episode, anything?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for
It's
coming.
always a good time.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on, Chris. It wasn't too
Absolutely.
heavy this one.
No, it wasn't.
Started off bad. I
Yeah.
tried to put it on a ramp towards goodness there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gut punched us right off the bat and then gave us the rest of the episode to
To
recover.
recover. Yeah.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
But yeah, other than that, yeah, Sean just shouted out our shop right on wikishop.com.
Mm-hmm.
Go check that out, get some merch. Other than that, hit like, hit subscribe. We're closing in on 30,000 YouTube subscribers as we're talking.
Hell yeah.
So hopefully we can hit that and then, hit 1 million. So
So my
Sean's
mom can be
mom-
proud finally.
yeah, so she'll talk to him again.
Yeah. It's been a cold year, I
Winter.
think.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for Reddit on Wiki this week. We'll see you guys on Friday. Unless you're paying us, then you'll see us on Thursday. Or who knows? Maybe we'll do a live stream on a
Tuesdays.
Wednesday. Or yeah, and Tuesdays if you're paying.
Yeah.
Forget that exists. I like to forget that happens. Anyways, that's it. We'll see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.
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 Get therapy.